My name is Walter. I'm 82 years old, and I'm here to tell you how I lost the woman I loved more than anything because of one simple, stupid word I used for 40 years. Later. I thought I had time. I thought love would wait, but time doesn't wait, and neither do people. I grew up in a generation where men didn't talk much. We worked, we provided, we hid our feelings like they were weaknesses. I wasn't a bad man, but I wasn't a present one either. I married young. My wife, Linda, she was sunshine, a soft, warm soul who believed in family dinners, long walks, hugs for no reason. I loved her deeply, but I never showed it the way she needed. You know what I told her the most throughout our marriage? Later. I'll fix it later. I'll listen later. We'll take that trip later. We'll talk tonight later. I'll slow down later. I was always busy providing, busy chasing promotions, busy trying to be someone important. But here's the truth I learned too late. You can't be important anywhere if you're not important at home. She never yelled. She never complained. She just slowly stopped asking. I didn't notice it at first. When she asked me to go for a walk in the evenings, I'd say, "Not today, Linda. Maybe later." When she wanted to sit and talk, I'd be tired or irritated or distracted. She used to leave me notes, simple things. "Miss you. Let's have dinner together. I love you." I would glance at them and put them aside for later. People think relationships end with big fights or dramatic scenes, but that's not true. Most of the time, love dies quietly. One morning, when we were both in our 60s, she sat across from me at the breakfast table. She looked tired. Not physically, but soul tired. And she said, "Walter, I feel alone in this marriage." I told her she was overreacting, that we'd fix things later. 2 months later, she moved out. No yelling, no anger, just a bag in her hand and tears in her eyes. She said, "Walter, I waited for you to show up in our life, but you were always coming later. I thought she'd come back. I thought we'd talk. I thought we'd heal. But days became months, months became years. She built her own quiet life. I stayed in the big house we once shared, alone. I kept thinking she'd call, but she didn't. I tried calling, but she sounded distant, like someone who had finally stopped hurting. I realized I had left her lonely for so long, she had learned to live without me. 3 years ago, I got a call. Linda had passed away. I sat in my empty living room, holding the last note she ever wrote to me. I had kept it in a drawer. It said, "I still hope you find time before it's too late." And the truth hit me like a brick. I had spent my whole life promising later until there was no later left. If you're watching this, listen to an old man who learned his lesson too late. Love doesn't wait. People don't wait. Life doesn't wait. You think you have time to fix things. You think you have time to say, "I love you," to go for that walk, to apologize, to be better. But you don't. None of us do. So if there's someone you love, please don't tell them later. Put down your phone, close the laptop, look them in the eyes, and show up. Today. Now. Because the most painful sentence you will ever say is, "I thought we had more time."